Hey guys, as a part of the debate package, this PDF document, I've assigned, again, 2 pages down, 2 sheets that are meant for you to, again, to start your research and to help you organize your research. Again, often it's hard for people to know, where do I begin when I start researching my topic. This organizer and the one on the following page are meant to help you, again, prepare for your debate. So there's 2 sections of this one. So the first one is a list of what you already know about your topic. Again, try and come up with a list of facts, ideas, places, names of anything you know already. Rely on what you already know. Again, you may think you know nothing about a topic, but if you can start with this list, you may be surprised between how much you and your partner already know. And then what else you need to know? So you may know a lot of general ideas about your subject, but not any of the real numbers or stats connected to it. So again, researching specific numbers, facts, places could go in that second column. Then you have a web diagram where I would like you to put your topic in the middle. And I'm going to use capital punishment for an example. And starting with my first kind of little bubble outside, another way to express my subject. So with capital punishment, we often call it the death penalty. So when you're evaluating your own topic, think of multiple ways, again, of phrasing it, because you may get one set of search results by calling it capital punishment. You may get a completely different set of results for phrasing it as the death penalty. So the more ways you can phrase it, the better your searching will probably go. Specific subjects, again, it can be the death penalty in Canada, the death penalty in the United States. Again, what crimes in Canada would you receive the death penalty for when we still had the death penalty? General subjects. So a general subject connected to the death penalty is maybe just the incarceration of offenders in general, or how we punish offenders when they commit a crime. Again, think prisons in other parts of the world. They have corporal punishment, where they, again, use violence to deter people from committing crimes, like think whippings and canings. Names, places associated with your subject. Again, often when people think about the death penalty, we don't have it in Canada, so there aren't a lot of names and places. But the last person really to be sentenced to death, or one of the people that kind of changed it in Canada, was a man named Stephen Truscott. He was a 14-year-old who was, again, convicted wrongfully of a crime and then sentenced to death. It was later commuted, and luckily, because he was actually innocent. In the United States, places like Texas, Florida, and a lot of southern states are particularly known for using their death penalty. In Florida, the electric chair actually has a nickname. It's Old Sparky. And lastly, related subjects. So with related subjects, is there anything, again, kind of connected to your topic that would be almost another subset? So with the death penalty, maybe it's wrongfully convicted people or methods of execution. So anything else that's connected to your topic, because you may think you have a very narrow, defined topic, but once you start researching, you're going to learn it's very expansive, and there are a lot more angles to view your topic from. Okay, so that's your first organizer. Your second one is this box organizer. And for your second one is when you're organizing your argument. So you have to think about it for more than just which side you pick. Again, you're either going to pick for or against. Again, you're going to be pro your topic or con your topic. But on top of finding out what arguments, again, for just your side, I want you to consider what arguments will the opposition use. Because when you're debating somebody, especially in a proper formal sense, or you're in a courtroom, you should know the evidence and the theories and the arguments they're going to use against you. So this is kind of the preparation for the debate. So pretending you are for capital punishments, for capital punishment, you would write down all the arguments here. Then you would have to think about and strategize and research, how would you debunk your own arguments? If you are preparing for a formal debate, what is the other side going to use against you to prove you wrong? How are they going to pick apart your argument? Because knowing the faults in your argument and knowing how to kind of present them in a way that either mitigates the faults or doesn't expose them at all, or maybe even turns them against the opposition, is the best way to do it. And the same thing for the against. Know their arguments and know the rebuttal for those arguments. Again, if you know their arguments have problems or you know there is a fault in it, know where they are. So you need to know your topic forwards and backwards, both sides, because that is the way you're going to do the best at this project. Okay, so when you're just starting to research your topic, this is what I would like you to use: the first page of the organizer and the second page. Okay, if you have any questions, you can ask them on Google Classroom.